Well, thank you for the time to giving for our group. We from group 7 will explain in front of you about the topic implementing Google Classroom for ELT. But before that, I will introduce ourselves in front of you. My name is Idelia Darasibua as moderator and the first presenter. The second is Edi Kurniawan Hareva and the last is Grace Buulele. This part and this our discussion, there are 5 parts. The first is getting to know Google Classroom function and how to use it. The second is Google Classroom features. The third is implementing Google Classroom for ELT. The fourth is benefit of implementing Google Classroom for ELT, and the last is Google Classroom application for ELT. Now I will explain part A about getting to know Google Classroom function and how to use it. What is Google Classroom? It's one of the Commandbook's recommended online learning platform when learning from home. In order to know, teacher and student are required to have a Google account in order to be connected. This means that this service can be used in the learning process. Google Classroom, which supports teaching and learning to be more productive and simple by simplifying assignment, increasing collaboration, and fostering communication. Teachers can create classes against assignment, send feedback, and see everything in one place. School and non-profit get Google Classroom service as the core of G Suite for education and G Suite for non-profit for free. Anyone with a personal Google account can also use Classroom for free. For organization, Google Classroom is an additional service in Suite products as a G Suite Enterprise or G Suite Business.
My name is Edi Kurniawan Hareva, and next our title about the Google Classroom features. Under Google Classroom, students and teachers have access to features not found in personal Google accounts. For example, in Google Forms, teachers can add images to questions or ask multiple choice answers. Inbox Bajumile has class messages dropped in inbox, making it easier for teachers and students to find important updates and highlights. Also, Google Classroom tools let teachers organize classes by adding topics to pause, and teachers and students can filter specific topics. Google Classroom also encourages parental participation. Teachers can invite parents to Google Classroom to share student work summarized and receive automated mail summaries of students' work and class announcements. An overview of Google Classes features includes the following. First one, connect instructor with students. 2, make it easy to create classes and invite students. 3, helping the instructor with assignment. 4, facilitating a communication between instructors and students. 5, teachers create, review, and mark assignments. And 6, students see assignments on assignments, documents, and class materials in one place. The following are various features of Google Classroom. Number 1, task. 2, announcements. 3, communication. 4, calendar. 5, Google Forms. And number 6, cellular applications. Next, the title of the future discussion is about the implementing Google Classroom for ELT. With development of IT, many people do innovation to make IT that can be used to facilitate other people in doing daily activities, ranging from sending message, assignments, and communicate online, search for and buy many things by online, are the tickets and modes of transportation online, and many others. Therefore, many aspects of human life are influenced by technological developments information, where one of them is related to the learning progress in the field education. The current teaching and learning progress is different from in the past time, where classes that are held directly face to face. Our traditional method of teaching is teacher-centered learning, where lectures use visual aids and in the form of presentation, slides, whiteboard, and visualizer. Learning activities in the computer lab involves four major types of practical works: exercise, experience, demonstration, and investigations. Therefore, the teachers need to be able to use the various technologies and also be able to design, compile, guide, and assess students' projects. Resources and service need to be coordinated with colleges and other professionals. This new role is challenging and requires the need for a different approach to teacher professional development. The isolation of typical teacher is formed with each other, and the outside world must be eliminated, given this very different form of education. Distance education is a kind of education where teacher and students are separated, and learning material is carried out through telecommunication systems. Many schools and universities throughout the world have used this learning system and have had successful experience with it. So that's my discussion, and further discussion will be explained by our friend Grace. Thank you.
Thank you for the time given to me. I am going to expand about part D, benefits of implementing Google Classroom for ELT. This paper have benefit for students implementing Google Classroom for ELT. The first, benefit for participant. Participant can learn English language skills using the Google Classroom application. Students can do written and spoken English assignment using an application on smartphone. They can also improve their writing and speaking skills in English. The second benefit is for the audience. This research can provide readers with a new perspective on the use of smartphone application as a medium in writing and speaking. Technology can be used in the classroom. The three benefits for research. This research can improve self-actualization and using the Google Classroom application as a medium for writing and speaking. Next, part A. Google Classroom application for ELT. Google Classroom is used as media for teaching learning activities. There are benefits for using Google Classroom application, especially for ELT. The first is easy to use. If Taktar 2016 and 12 states that Google Classroom is meant to help teachers manage the creation and collection of student assignment in a paperless environment. The second is the files are organized. Well, Al Maroof and Al Emran 2018 and 112 to 113. Also state that students can keep their files more organized and need less storage, paperless, in its English program. All submitted files are online and organized in Google Classroom. The 3. In saving time, Iftaktar 2016 and 13. The process of administration the files is online.